It's Freedomeon, we're back with UPA Week 5. We're going against Indomitable Will. The matchup's going to be on the screen. They have got a Tera Comfey, which is Fairy, and a Tera Barracuda, which is Dark. We both have rain teams, and we've both chosen not to bring our rain teams. My team's going to be in the description down below. I always tell myself, if I saw the Zoroark, I was going to lead with Kilowattrel, so I think I'm just going to go with that. This is the team I expected, although I really thought their Quillfish was going to come, just to be getting some Intimidate off on it. Yeah, so I'm just going to lead Kilo. I'm Choice Scarf, so if that is a Choice Scarf Zoroark, I can go for a U-turn, potentially break its illusion, and then I just go into the Dunsparce. So good luck, have fun to Will, and okay, they just lead Dragonite. That is quite scary, actually. That's very scary. So I can U-turn here. Oh, actually, they could just be the Zoroark, which is why I've led Kilo. So if it is Dragonite, I go into Archaludon. If it's not, I just go into the Dunsparce. We're gonna go for the U-turn. Do we break the illusion? Do we break an illusion? We do break the illusion. Okay, great. So now I just go into my Dunsparce, and then I really want to Glare, but I might just go for the Earth Power to get damage on the Iron Hands. So let's see what they go for. I'm only max HP on this, and max special attack. They go for the Hyper Voice, and that does a lot of damage. So that takes me 453 down to 252, so what's that? That's almost 200 damage all bar. So I just want to find out what kind of item that is. I'm not sure if that's specs or if it is in fact going to be Choice Scarf. Okay, so it's probably Choice Scarf because that's definitely not specs damage. So yeah, I'm just going to go for the Earth Power because they're just going to attack me again. Okay. Alright, so we'll get some damage on this. Now, I should have really glared there, but I kind of thought the hands was going to come in. So what I could do is go into my... Actually, I can just go into Bramblegast. And then I might go into the Dunsparce again after that. That might be something I want to do. So yeah, we're going to switch out. We are going into Bramblegast. Hopefully this doesn't go for a ghost move now. It just goes to Hyper Voice. I want to scout to see if this is Choice. It's probably Choice Scarf. If this is Choice Scarf, what does it get for me? It gets Shadow Ball. Bit of Malice, I believe, is a ghost type move. I don't have much experience going against this thing. Yeah, so Shadow Ball will definitely KO me. I'm going to go into the Dunsparce. I'll get leftovers. If they do stay in, then I know it's not choiced. They do withdraw. I guess they go hands. Do they go hands? They go Dragonite. Okay. So now we find out what this Dragonite wants to do to us. So Dunsparce, I might just go for a glare here, actually. So you Dragon Dance. If it's got like Earthquake, if it's got Dragon Claw, so Earthquake's can do about 38 max to me. Dragon Claw's 39 to 46, and what am I at? I'm at 28, so it can pretty much guarantee KO me here with whatever it wants to go for. I'm not sure I want to do anything about that other than just Glare. Boom Burst is only going to do about 30. Yeah, I'm going to Glare. Be nice to get some power, and they miss. That's unfortunate. Sorry about that, Will. That does suck. So our Glare is going to go through. Now, this is special Dragonite. So maybe I go Archaludon. Actually, I'm just going to leave this in. I'm going to go for my Boom Burst, break its multi-scale. So then I can just go for a move with Archaludon afterwards. So it does get us this time. And that is one for Dragonite, and that is the Dunsparce going down. So look, we've got our rocks up. and we managed to paralyze this thing, so that is pretty good for us. We do have our spin blocker in our Bramblegast, so I don't need to worry too much. So now I can go into, I'm just going to go into my Samurott actually. Choice Banded Ceaseless Edge can potentially KO this depending on its HP investment. And we've always got the paralysis chance as well. So I'm just going to Ceaseless Edge. It'd be nice to get some spikes up. They have nothing to come into this. Comfey obviously could, but it's still not going to enjoy this because Choice Banded. And Barraskewda comes in. Oh! This thing, I was so scared of this. And we get the KO. Thank you very much. And we got our spikes up as well. That's one layer of spikes. So, yeah, I was really terrified of the Barraskewda coming in to this game. So I'm very, very happy to see that go straight down. Iron Hands. Yeah, see, this is the problem. I don't have many switch-ins to Iron Hands. And by many, I mean I have Muck. So I go into Muck. If this thing SDs, it's going to be quite scary for us. So yeah, we're going to go into Muck, System of a Down, Toxicity, good song. And it just goes to the Ice Punch, so it still does a lot of damage. It's a lot more than I want it to do. Now, I think Knockoff might be my best play here. The Drill could come in. Yeah, the Drill could come in. This thing could also stay in, potentially. It just goes to the Thunder Punch. I want to potentially get rid of like an Assault Vest on this if it's got one. And that does nothing. And it is Assault Vest. So I believe that might die to a Draco from Archaludon now. I just need to double check that. Just looking a couple of moves ahead here, because Iron Hands is very, very scary. It won't actually, it doesn't do that much at all. So, now, if it's going to Thunder Punch, I can go Bramblegast. Yeah, I'm going to go Bramblegast. They're just going to Thunder Punch again. And then I could potentially Strength Sap. Might be what I want to do. They could go for the Ice Punch this turn. They do go for the Ice Punch this turn. Yeah, so I'm definitely going to Strength Sap now. Because the Barraskewda's gone, my... not Poltergeist, my Bramblegast is not as important anymore. But I can go for Strength Sap here. They'll go to -1 and I'll get all my HP back. They could just go into the Comfey. Or they could go into the Zoroark, which they do. Now... that's going to take spikes. See, I have no switch-ins to this. Other than... or do I just let Muck go, actually? Muck might be the way to go here. Yeah, I can go Muck, actually, and I'll let them have the KO on Muck. And then I could always go into Samurott afterwards, or I could just go into my... Oh, we lived that. Okay. Didn't expect to live that. Shadow Sneak obviously has no effect, so I guess I just Poison Jab, because this thing's definitely switching out. KOing me, sorry. Yeah, so I could go into Samurott. Oh, massive crit, getting rid of that 7 HP. So Shadow Ball's only going to do 32% to us, so I am just going to go into my Samurott. And then I think I just click Razor Shell. There's like nothing that wants to come in on it other than the Dragonite, and it should die to 2 maybe. Because did it take more damage afterwards? I did Boom Burst, and I can't remember if I did more damage to it other than the Boom Burst. So let's say it was at 70% ish. Razor Shell will, yeah, it'll be a 2-hit KO. So I'm just going to go for the Razor Shell. They could just take the damage on this, which they do. So by me going for the Razor Shell, what I'm trying to do is ensure the Excadrill doesn't come in and try and spin on us. because it might be a bit too scared to. They might know I'm choice banded by now. They might not know at the same time. So, Comfey. Okay, is Draining Kiss going to KO me? Is Draining Kiss going to KO me? Let us find out. Draining Kiss, Life Orb. It does 73 to 87 if it's max. But Comfey was Fairy, wasn't it? I guess I just go Archaludon. Samurai is still useful. I need to keep the Aqua Jet available for the Excadrill just in case that gets out of hand. So I am just going to go into Archaludon. I don't think this gets a ground type move, which is why it usually runs Terra Ground. But still, a Draining Kiss is not going to be pleasant. This game is pretty much going as I expected it to do, just like a sack race. Because the team is very, very scary. It's a really well built Draining Kiss. How much is this going to do to us? Oh, a crit. Okay, that is very annoying. And I mean very, very annoying. So, I can Flash Cannon. Or... So they're not going to go for another Draining Kiss, are they? They can go into Hands. They could go into Excadrill. Or D-Knight. Aura Sphere sounds crazy, doesn't it? I'm gonna Aura Sphere just in case the drill comes in. They do. Draw. Please be the drill. They might sack the D-Knight here. Excadrill. Great. So Rocks plus Spikes plus Aura Sphere, or is it Boots? It's Boots. Okay. So do we get the KO? We do not. Wow, that's quite bulky actually. So I'm just going to go into my Bramblegast because I want to block the spin if they're going to go for it. Because Comfey will take the damage again, and Hands will take the damage. And they do go for the Wrapped Spin, so we block that. Now, I just go for a Poltergeist, don't I? Yeah, there's no reason for me not to Poltergeist here. I guess they sack D-Knight or go into Hands. Comfey doesn't want to take this. What are they going to do? They go D-Knight. Do we land? And this is also Boots. And we miss, I think? No. We are going to get it. So, I'm not sure how much we're going to do. Ooh, not that much, actually. So, I Poltergeist again, I think. Yeah, I Poltergeist again. And we see what that's going to do for us. They can't attack us with Hurricane because we've got Wind Rider. They could Flamethrower, and we do get the KO. Okay, brilliant. So I guess they go into Comfey again, or they could just go Hands. If they go Hands, I just keep Strength Sapping, don't I? I believe. They go Comfey. Okay. Yeah, Archaludon. Yeah, I've got to go Archaludon. I have to. All Archaludon's left for is here. I didn't want to stay in on this just in case it is like Calm Mind, and it is Calm Mind. Okay, that's going to be a problem actually. It's going to be quite the problem. So yeah, this can just keep hitting that, can't it? So I've just got a Flash Cannon. That's all I can do. It can keep doing that, and then it can Draining Kiss. Depending on its speed investment, I might be able to get an Aqua Jet off, but this is always going to try and... Ooh, nice damage. Just going to have to Draining Kiss, and I have no idea how much damage this Draining Kiss is going to do based on the crit earlier. So, we do live. Great. Can we get a crit in return? Maybe. That would be nice. So yeah, we're going to get the stamina. Obviously that's not going to matter in the long run. We do not get a crit in return. Then I think this is game. Yeah, just click Flash Cannon again. Obviously I could just Draining Kiss on us. And what can I do? Yeah, I'm just looking at these calcs, and this is game. I've got to play for an Aqua Jet crit and hope I'm faster than this. I'm guessing that the priority still works based on the speed stat. I'm not entirely sure with Comfey, but yeah, I've just got to give it a go, I guess. It does. So that either means it always goes first. I'm not too sure of its ability. There's not much I can do against this. How could I have played differently? Well, the crit didn't help on Archaludon. Obviously, if I hadn't had the crit, then I could have stayed in. I could have lived maybe another hit. But yeah, this is just going to keep getting his KOs, basically. I was quite sure I was going to lose this game anyway. So yeah, it is what it is. Some of them you just can't win. Training Kiss is going to KO us. I didn't go into the game being like, I'm going to lose this one, but in the prep, I was just like, it's a super threatening team. Comfey, as I said, I wasn't 100% sure the Comfey was going to come, but it did come, and it has ruined my life. But I think I've maybe focused on the Barraskewda a little bit too much. But again, Archaludon was the only thing I had that was likely to take hits from this thing. Maybe I should have just stayed and gone for my Poltergeist on this. Because I said I knew it was going to Carmine's. How much would a Poltergeist have done? It would have only done 56%. And then it +1. Actually, I should have just stayed and gone for the Poltergeist looking at this calc. I knew it was Carmine, I said it was Carmine, so that's on me. Yeah, Draining Kiss would have done about 65, so I could have definitely lived the second one, and I could have got the KO. So I got a little bit caught up in the game with the Carmine, knowing it was going to come. My play, I just had Archaludon because it was Assault Vested in my head as being the right switch. So just stayed in, gone for the Poltergeist. I could have got 48 to 56 on it, and that was max HP Comfey. So yeah, GG to Will. Will beat me with a Choice Scarf Groudon last time we played. So GG, make sure you check Will out. Their links are going to be in the description, and I think that puts us to 3 and 2 overall +2. I'll see you next time.